welcome back. So, what was it really like dating in the 90s? We get real with our very own Garth Williams and security consultant Robert Fincy Smith about the dating scene in the 90s. Gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to you. How are you doing?
We're good.
See his face. We're in for trouble.
We're in for trouble.
Garth, you're no better, by the way.
Okay.
Disclaimer, there's a 99% chance that Garth
Does not care.
does not care.
So, gentlemen, what was your experience like dating in the 90s? Things have changed any at all?
A little boy like you can remember.
Yeah, so that's what I was just about to say, because like for me, dating in the 90s was teenage years. Meanwhile, for Bobby, he would just have been in his 20s.
All right. So, talk to me about the
So kind.
the teenage love experience.
For me, well, one thing I definitely remember was spending lots and lots of hours while mommy was asleep on the landline with my girlfriend.
Run up the bill.
Well, that was it. So what I did was the phone that we got from JTC, right, at the time, right, Jamaica Telephone Company, remember them, Bobby? The cable that you get from the box to the phone was like about 3 feet long. So I bought a 20-foot cable so I could move the phone from where it was placed in the living room and run it into my bedroom, right, and hide and talk. And then, of course, mommy discovered it one night, and that was problems.
I was just about to ask if you were allowed to bring the phone into your bedroom.
Oh, no. The phone was supposed to move because it was right on top of the stack of directories.
What probably happened to him is that it rang when it shouldn't have.
Oh my goodness. So tell me now, what about your experience dating in the 90s? Because a big man experience,
This is a
Morning show.
Okay, the height of romance for a lot of people is hold the phone like this.
Okay.
Really? Okay, I forgot. Hang up, no man.
No, you.
And about 30 minutes of the telephone
hang
call,
up, right?
Yeah.
you hang up. And you as a man know, say, you need her to hang up, because if you hang up, it will ring again and she will say, why you hang up on me?
That sounds like us. But before we even got to that part, though, of deciding who should hang up first, how would you even approach a woman in the first place? Because these days, you get a DM.
A DM.
No, well, you see, I'm fairly up to date themselves, because I know the whole thing, like Facebook gone.
Yeah, that was
Them
nothing.
changed the name of Twitter. Then we have IG and Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
TikTok.
I always say TikTok. But before all those luxuries, you take out your pen
Yes.
and you get your paper and you sit down.
Right.
Right.
A letter? What?
Love letters, love
letters.
notes.
Oh. And then if you're really technologically savvy, you take out your cassette tape.
Right, and you make her a tape.
Or you make her a tape of some love song.
That's your record of the radio.
And you try to catch it just before they say, thank you for listening to Fred. And then you have to take the pen and wind back the thing.
Yeah.
That's editing.
You remember Rick D's Top 40?
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. By the way, did you have to ask? Because there's a question now as to when do you decide that you're actually in a relationship? Do you ask, after dating, can you be my girlfriend? Are we going together as girlfriend and boyfriend? No.
Well, you see, that's
as opposed to no, it's like...
No, well, you see, that is where I am bewitched, bothered, and bewildered. Because I see the approach these days with men to women is like, yo, brown end.
Yeah.
You're there with you now. You know, I love you in a long time. You know, long come I love you just a while ago.
Yeah, man.
And women turn around and answer. And I'm like, say what?
Are you for be my wife, baby?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you need a man like me, you know?
In your life, yeah.
Champion.
Get a man like me.
Yeah.
We had to study Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Ooh, roses are red, violets are blue.
Oh, yes, but that is junior.
Yeah, junior Shakespeare.
Juniorship.
As an introductory level.
Yes. The thing is, like, you'd look on a girlfriend and say, if I saw you out and I said to you, excuse me, do you think it's at all possible that there's someone I know who you know who would care to introduce us?
We're lyrics.
I know, right?
Or you look up and you say, please do me a favor. Could you check the weather daily? Because if it's going to rain, you can't go outside. You would be in danger.
You're curing it, oh God.
Because sugar melts in the rain.
Yeah, I'm on lyrics, man.
Those
lyrics.
are grown pickup lines.
Lyrics.
You use pickup lines? You use
No,
pickup lines?
my thing was more of being in the friend zone for a little while, and then you kind of just blur the lines a bit. But you had to be real. You had to be very, very real. You had to do things like actual things. So I remember when I was in sixth form, right? And my girlfriend came to Manning's. She went to Rossi's first, and she came to Manning's. I was in upper sixth, and she got ill, and I would go to her classes. I did biochemistry and mathematics at A level. Meanwhile, she did history, geography, and sociology.
Remember,
right?
Yeah, God, what she doing now?
Yeah, I would skip my chem labs sometimes or my bio labs and go and sit in her geography class and sit in her history class and take notes. And leave from Savlamar, right? And she lived in Negril, in Orange Bay, just up north of Negril. Yeah. And I take her notes and I drive. By the way, I drive my mother car. A taxi me I take for go yard, go drop off our notes.
It's interesting that you mentioned that distance thing, because up to, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, there was a lot of discourse on Twitter about a post someone made where he said, listen, I live in Kingston, and if me supposed to take on the Portmore traffic...
Oh yes, I've heard that.
Yeah, if I'm supposed to take on the Portmore 5 o'clock traffic for go link you,
Yup.
it's not happening.
He's an idiot.
And
No, I've heard that. That's not the first time I'm hearing that.
No, well,
story.
let me
Saying
tell you
if they have to
something.
go over to Portmore,
I once...
then something needs
more
to
than
be
once.
for them.
Drove from downtown there, the wharf. I used to work as bodyguard for one of the senior people there. Got time off and left Kingston and drove all the way to Runaway Bay to take her to lunch.
I should never truck.
And this is before toll.
No truck.
Yes.
This is before toll. So
This is Mount Diablo. We have to deal with the truck and everything.
Exactly.
And what you do now is you don't have a cell phone. So before you leave town, you call the florist in Ochi and order the roses that you want delivered prior to your arrival.
I know I was born in the wrong era.
but I mean, does this only happen, or did this only happen when you actually like the person? Because a lot of persons are saying, well, the fact that you won't even drive from Kingston to Portmore to court somebody, to take somebody,
But this is
it means that
the
you
courting period and not necessarily
you
the
don't even
relationship.
like them.
No, so let me tell you.
Genuinely.
I think because we valued. Let me not go that route of valuing, but it's more of availability, so to speak, right? And quality. You wanted to ensure, right, that you put every single ounce of effort and invested yourself in getting this person because you want them. You had.
And you must remember that it's not you one like her.
Exactly. And it's not, girls weren't dime a dozen. It's not like now where.
But girls aren't dime a dozen now, so what is happening?
No. I'm just
Because with social media,
Everybody, it
Access.
appears that
Everybody-
way.
everybody is their best self. I would wish that they someday live the life they portray on social media. But when you saw a girl, I came up in a thing where my father, God rest his soul, used to say, here is the criteria. If you look at her and wonder what your children would look like. So most women were indicative of the start of your family. There were those of us who were a little wayward, who needed practice, so we passed through certain places.
A big thing I'm concerned about in today's day is chivalry. I don't know if you're a chivalry girl, Tal.
Chivalry is wounded, but it's not yet
You
dead.
don't think it's dead?
No, it's not.
Because
I have 3 sons. And
Door
all
knocking
of
in my
them,
face
no,
all the
but
time,
all of
you
them
know.
open doors for
they're
women.
not opening doors, you know.
What I will say though is
They're not putting you on the
a lot of
inside.
women are less appreciative of chivalry.
that's-
because-
As well. So there are
Yeah.
2 sides to it as well.
Yeah.
So we touched on the opening of the car door. I mean, picking up the check after the date, who should pay?
If I took you out, I'm paying.
But if I invite you out, I
As a
should pay?
woman, yeah.
I have a problem.
But you have a problem with it.
My problem is my idea of what a man is is embedded in the bedrock of what male means. And if I am going to be the man in your life, I have to be the man. I appreciate your gesture, you know, but that's good.
If I offer, I take you out and I offer and you just say no,
That's good.
fine.
Let's meet halfway.
Okay.
You pay for the drinks. The meal is me.
Okay.
Right. So, yeah, something like that.
And before we go, because we still have to wrap up, what's about, because Gabrielle Union, she shared not long ago that she goes 50-50 with her husband in terms of taking care of the household, as opposed to...
I can see where that happens.
Yeah.
Again, I am a victim of my father's thought process, where he told me, if you want to be the man of the house, you have to be capable of taking care of all the bills if she can't help.
Right.
If you have to go into a panic mode that she cannot contribute this month, you're not the man of the house. Which is where I think that the problem starts, because the idea of what the man of the house is lost in the midst of, what do you call it? What you identify as?
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have to go. We have to go. Unfortunately, we're out of time. But thank you guys so much for joining us. It was a pleasure. I mean, I wish we could continue the conversation, right, Dee?
I have more questions, man. What's wrong with the men today?
If you want, bring them. I do consultation.
and that's when you'll give them the advice, the extra advice.
That's right.
All right, guys.
All right, so let's bring real lovers back. That's basically what we're concluding. Love needs to go back to where it used to be. Thank you, gentlemen. Garth Williams and security consultant Robert Smith. We dance into the 90s after this break, so stay with us.